fun, but a little bit more serious. Damien Cook has been dropped for the game against the Sharks this week. Now, I heard rumours that he was going to be demoted to the bench, and I thought, what's the difference, sort of thing. You give him 20 minutes, then you pay him 60. You probably do that anyways. He's not even been named. He's been named 18th man. I said last week that Demetrio needs to come out and make some changes, and he needs to put some players on notice. I like it. I don't think he's earned the starting role, and I think they need to take a bet. But if my job is on the line, I'm putting Damien Cook as my 9.
I get it because young Peter Mamazoulis is apparently like the heir apparent for South Sydney, right? But Damien Cook has been one of, if not the Rabbitohs' best and most consistent players since he moved to South Sydney. So I definitely, we're having a look at the bench. You've got Cheekham, Sevilla Havili, Shaquille Mitchell and Davey Moali. You telling me there isn't a spot left for Damien Cook?
Well, they dropped Havili the other week.
Yeah, I know.
They're bringing him back.
And like the 18th man, what's you need to get a couple of injuries and then you're going to bring on a number 9, so you're going to have 3 hookers in your team? I don't get it. There's, young Tyrone Munro has come back from injury, and you don't like hearing the words he's returned early, and he's going to be with young Isaiah Tass on that side as well. So that's going to be a very inexperienced side for Ronaldo Mulatalo and Kale Iro to have a run at on that night. I think the pressure's really got to Demetrio, and the rumours have come out that he's got 1 week to save his career, and unfortunately, Troy Mitchell is suspended for 3. So, look, the writing's on the wall. I think even if they can upset Cronulla this weekend, I think he's gone.
Yeah, I agree. Now, we've got that. We'll discuss that more later on. But staying to Cook, I get it that he's trying to send a message, but I think he's got the wrong player.
Absolutely got the wrong play. How does Tane Milne survive?
Well, there's about 4 of them that you probably would have dropped beforehand. I honestly think outside Cam Murray, you could have made an example out of anyone because you just cannot drop him. He's the heart and soul of that club, being their best player by a mile. But, Jack Whiten's been pretty good too, but if you're asking a centre to stand up and be, I think their number 6, Cody Walker, has got a lot to answer for. I think he's been bad. Now, I know I'm really opening up the wall where he comes out and kills us on the weekend and has a great game. Fantastic player. Had a wow of a career despite starting late. I just feel that he's picked a scapegoat and it's the wrong bloke. And also, looking at the players he's brought in, Havili, he dropped a couple of weeks ago for what was probably the worst half of football of the season. Shaq Mitchell comes in and out and seems to be, look, I don't think he's a first grader, although his best career game to date was against the Sharks last year in round 1, where he absolutely took us apart. I think if Lachlan Ilias had been fit, I think he comes back in, but obviously suffered a horror injury, and our hearts go out to him. That was terrible to see. I think Cody might have made his entry via the bench. It reeks of desperation. I don't hate it because you can't name the same team and get beaten every week. That's literal insanity, doing the same thing, expecting a different result. But Damien Cook wasn't the bloke to drop.
No, Damien Cook definitely was not the bloke to drop. I think, as you said, there's about 4 or 5 players on paychecks that you could, I've been really, really, really underwhelmed by Keon Kolomatangi. And I know, again, like you, I'm opening a can of worms where these guys come in absolutely monstrous this week. But, it is what it is. You just got to hope, on the South Sydney side of things, you've got to hope that the changes are right, but it doesn't matter. I don't think